Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Hannah and I teach real everyday English straight from my life here in New York City. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to describe my apartment to you in a very natural, relaxed way, just like I would talk to a friend. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's chat while I show her around my little New York space. So, I live in a pretty small apartment because it's New York and everything here is tiny and expensive. But honestly, I love it. My place is on the fifth floor of a walk up, which means there's no elevator, so every time I come home with groceries, it feels like a workout. But the location is totally worth it. It's on a quiet street with lots of trees, little cafes on the corners, and people walking their dogs all day long. It feels like a small town inside a giant city. And that's one of the reasons I chose this neighborhood. When you first walk in, there's a tiny hallway. And when I say tiny, I mean you take 2 steps and you're already in the living room. On the right side, I have some hooks on the wall where I hang my tote bags, jackets, and scarves because there's no closet there, so I have to improvise. I also keep my keys on a little tray next to the door. If I don't put them there, I lose them instantly. It's like a rule of the universe at this point. The living room is probably my favorite space. It's small but very cozy. I have a neutral toned sofa, kind of a soft beige color, and it's so comfortable that I end up working there more than I should. I spend most evenings sitting there reading or working on my laptop or just relaxing with a cup of tea. On the left side of the room, there's a big window that lets in so much natural light. That window is actually the reason I chose this apartment. In New York, natural light is a treasure. It makes the entire room feel calm and warm. I like to keep my decorations very simple. I have a few plants, a couple of framed prints, some candles that I definitely use too often, and a little side table where I keep books stacked in messy piles. There's also a small rug on the floor. Nothing fancy, just something soft that makes the space feel more like home. One thing I love about this apartment is how quiet it is. Even though I live in Manhattan, you barely hear sirens or traffic. Every now and then you hear someone walking upstairs or a dog barking outside, but honestly, that just feels like classic New York background noise. The kitchen is small, of course, but it works. It opens into the living room so you can cook and chat with someone sitting on the sofa at the same time. My cabinets are white, and I have just enough counter space to prepare food if I stay organized. Above my sink, I have an open shelf where I keep my glasses, my coffee mugs, and some cute little bowls. It makes the space feel open instead of cramped. My fridge is small too, again, very New York, so I shop more often and buy smaller quantities. I cook really simple meals: pasta, eggs, salads, avocado toast, things like that. And I have a tiny coffee corner, which I love. It has my coffee machine, a couple of syrups, jars with ground coffee, and it's the first place I go to every morning. The bedroom is also small, but I really love how peaceful it feels. It fits a bed, 2 small side tables, and not much else. The best part is the window, which looks out onto a big tree. In the spring, it's full of green leaves, and it feels like I'm waking up in a little forest. My bedding is all neutral: whites, creams, soft textures, which match the vibe of the whole apartment. Calm, simple, warm. I keep my clothes in a white wardrobe from IKEA. It's not huge, so I have to rotate my clothes when the seasons change. Winter coats go under the bed in storage bags during the summer, and summer dresses go into storage when it gets cooled. At night, the bedroom feels extra cozy because I only use soft, warm lights. I don't like bright ceiling lights, so everything is very gentle and calm. The bathroom is tiny too, but it's bright and clean, and it has everything I need. I have a little shelf above the toilet where I keep my skincare products, my perfume, and rolled towels. The shower pressure is surprisingly good, which feels like a luxury in New York. A while ago, I added a eucalyptus bundle to the shower, and I loved it so much that now I always keep one there. It smells amazing. Some of my favorite little details in the apartment are things that probably wouldn't matter to anyone else. I love the big mirror in the living room because it makes the space feel bigger than it actually is. I love my plants, my tiny bookshelf with all my favorite novels, and I love the window ledge where I keep candles and small decorations. Most of the time, my apartment smells like vanilla because of the candles, and honestly, that might be my favorite thing about living here. So that's my little New York apartment. It's not big, it's not luxurious, but it's home, and it's exactly what I need. If you enjoyed this more relaxed, personal, lifestyle kind of video, let me know in the comments. I'd love to make more things like this. And if you're learning English, remember that listening to natural descriptions like this is one of the best ways to improve your vocabulary and understand how people really speak in everyday life. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you soon. Bye.